HMP Lancaster. I'm the first prison auditor that's going to get a chance to audit inside the prison as well as out, because it's now no longer a prison. I was last here in 1983, where I was a prisoner in this prison serving 2.5 years. I'll just get this sign up here. There's the sign, HMP Her Majesty's Prison, Lancaster. I last came through these gates in mid-1982 and I was discharged towards the end of 1983. I never saw this part. All right, mate. You don't mind being on camera, do you, mate? I was last discharged here, from here, in 1983. I served a sentence here, a 2.5 year sentence.
It's a decent nick though. You could have got a lot worse than this one.
Yes, I will say that. The only protest we had here was a kitchen rooftop protest by a lad from out of the block.
Right.
And he jumped up onto the kitchen roof and started throwing the kitchen roof into the kitchen.
Oh, down into the kitchen?
Straight into the kitchen. About 1 o'clock in the morning, kitchen screw and Mr. Parkinson at the time.
You remember names?
Yeah. He went out and he said to him, "You've made your point, lad.
Get down."
Come down and let's talk about it. Nobody's taking no notice. You can't be seen from outside, because as you'll probably know, it's a lower roof.
It is. It's lower than the parapet.
Yeah?
Without a doubt.
This here building here was K-wing. This?
C-wing?
Key.
C-wing.
It's C-wing now.
It's only ever been ABC.
Yeah, well, sorry, I'll stand corrected on that. I've been in that many prisons.
Yeah, that's C-wing.
I'm doing this.
An A-wing you would have been in.
Yeah, no, I were up on the dorms up there.
Oh,
That
right,
top
yeah.
one, that
Oh,
top window, that top window on that side, what kitchen dorm to start with, and then it moved on to these ones here. The second landing down, I believe, was the court's cells.
Yeah, no, the court cell's on the bottom one landing.
Yeah.
The second cell.
That yard there, what exercise yard?
Yeah, it's
beyond gate.
That was used right up till it was actually closed in 2011.
Where you go through there into that courtyard,
Crown Court, yeah,
that was a cobbled courtyard.
Still is, apart from the new page.
Going straight in the door, what gymnasium?
That's still there. Well,
Yeah,
the room is.
that what gymnasium.
Keep.
Right up in the top, what old telly room and games, table tennis
Well,
rooms.
this was the warders' end up here. They've still got the old pool tables and snooker tables and rooms up there.
Yeah, well, it used to be there on top floor. For rest at prison, kitchen lads had his own tellies. We had a TV. We got best of food and best of everything.
Good lad. You sorted yourself out.
Cheers, mate. Now, as we walk through here, all this, I ain't seen this, all this is new. All this is new, but I'll get round to this bit in a bit. I want to go this way first. Through this gate here, which is where we used to go as well. No. Yes. We used to come through here, and this was our exercise yard. That door there, unfortunately, we can't get in. As that chap just pointed out, it was C-wing. I thought it was K, but it's not. I've got it mixed up with another prison. You used to go in there and take out food in to feed them. It's 4 landings high, and it's all in a circle, as you can imagine, with shape of building. These rooms up here were stores and things like that. Up there, the top floor, smack in front there, all them, were kitchen dormitory. That was after we moved out of that one. Up there, all them. These cells on 1s and 2s are all court cells. And as I've said, these rooms here were stores where you got your clothing, bedding and such like. And I walked round this weren't here. None of this were here. And that's entrance onto the wing. And stairs are to your right to go up to get to these dorms. You can't get to these cells, or you might be able to now. You couldn't get to these cells before because they're for Crown Court. We used to walk round this exercise yard for his daily hour exercise. This courtyard here is where we used to go through to get back onto A Wing. Straight through here, this is exactly the same as it was. It didn't have them flower beds though. And this was cobbled, this courtyard. There's the door going up into the gymnasium, which is on that level. Unfortunately, I can't get in there today either. And here, this was entrance to get onto A Wing. Through here, these rooms here, at time, I believe were canteen. One of them was canteen anyway. But as you can see, they reckon they used to throw witches off that roof. I don't know how true that is. But the last Pendle witches were tried here. But because of the public outcry at the time, they didn't want to kill them here and bury them here like they used to within the prison walls. So they took them out of Lancaster, the last 4 Pendle witches. They took them out of Lancaster and buried them, killed them and buried them beyond a crossroad. And that was because they believed if they came back and wanted to take revenge, they wouldn't know where they were. We never got a chance to go in these parts here. We didn't know what they were. I suppose there were still offices and all such as that. Over there, where that flower bed and everything is, used to be a big, like a mobile office thing, where screws used to, gatehouse screws used to doss. This is where screws used to be able to come as well. We can't get in here. Like I say, I didn't know what that was. All these were. I believe there were offices and still are, such like. I don't know what these do. I think this is where you can't see where your visitors used to come in, because just beyond this here, in fact in that building it'll have been what visits room. This is also where they had the Handler's Corpse trial. Sinclair, he cut the head, hands and feet off his victim so it couldn't be identified. He was also a multi-millionaire, and he offered £1 million for anyone that could get him out before trial. So they put him on A Wing, which is other side of here, other side of this building. Over here is a coffee shop, and I suppose that is end of A Wing. End of A Wing. This is now a coffee shop. There's people about here, so I don't want to film these people or the kids. All this here is new. All this. Put it in for a cafe, I presume. I'll come and have a coffee here shortly. Yeah. It's a shame I can't get into prison itself. They also have weddings and haunting tours and things like that in here. But looks like they've had stonemasons out cleaning a lot on it up to go with all this new flagging they've put down, because none of this were here. None of these officers were still here. Lancaster University, what's that all about? Yeah, fascinating. Let me have a look, see if I can see through these windows. No, just a conference room for students, I should imagine. Yeah, fascinating. Fascinating. Wow. I will say that this were one of better prisons. Screws still smuggled drugs in for inmates, but they do that in every prison in country. They just want as much of it here. I don't know why. When I got to my last 6 weeks or so of my sentence, like I say, I was working in kitchens under Mr. Parkinson and Mr. Edge, and he told me I had too much prison palate. He was sending me out onto Lancaster Farm, which was a proper farm, but I believe that is the site of the new prison. I'm going to come back in here for a coffee and everything. When I've filmed outside the prison, I'm going to have a walk round from outside as well. But wow, that end window up there is right by my bed, where my bed used to be. I was over on Air Wing to start with, which is over there. And then I was only over there about a week, and I went straight into the kitchen. Better job, better food. And Mr. Parkinson used to make us a steak every now and again to treat all kitchen lads. I don't know what this place built parties over here. We'll have a walk over and have a look. Looks fascinating. It's mad being able to come here and do this. The courts and everything are on other side of the building that way. This looks like a workroom. Yeah, where all stonemasonry is done. And look how good it is. Gargoyles and everything. It's fascinating. And like I say, this is where the last Pendle witches tried. They weren't topped here, like I've said. They were topped out of Lancaster, beyond the crossroads. So that if they did come back to life, if they were witches, they couldn't come back and wreak havoc here. But wow. Gargoyles up on top. I'm gonna, yeah man, can't believe it. I'm gonna go have a walk round outside. I'm gonna, can I just also say, mate, it's right, isn't it, that the Handless corpse trial were here as well. Sinclair. And his wife was his barrister. And she used to come here and visit him in visits room, which was just over there as well. And he offered £1 million for anyone that could get him out before trial.
Nobody did.
No, because they put him on air-wing and had helicopter flying round and armed police inside and out the prison. So he couldn't. Nah, I've got no paperwork on me, mate. No nothing. I've told you things that I wouldn't know unless I'd been a serving prisoner here. Yeah? My knowledge is from within the prison as a prisoner. But I also know that it's an untruth that the last Pendle witches were buried here.
There's none of them buried here.
No, they won't, because they took them out of Lancaster, topped them out of Lancaster, and buried them beyond Crossroads, because they believed if they came back to life and come back here to wreak havoc, but being on the Crossroads, they wouldn't know which way they'd come from.
There you go.
That's what they reckon.
Yeah, well, you know your kid.
You do know your stuff. Enjoy.
I'm just gutted we can't get in and rant old wings and that.
You would if the tours had been on, you could have done. You'd have got round through.
Have they only
You don't go into C wing, you don't go into B wing. You go into A wing on the tour.
They do weddings also on tours, on A-wing as well, don't they?
Not now. They still do them for the Shire Hall, but there's nothing. They used to do raves and parties and everything in A wing. That got knocked on.
So the courts and everything, which I never got chance to see, and church, is that the other side of this building?
Right at the back end.
Yeah,
That's where it is.
that's where I'm going now. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help.
See you later.
Bye. Right, now we're going to do a tour round the outside, but I can't walk up that. Footpath closed, so I'm guessing I'll have to walk up this way. As you can see, it's a massive place. Massive. But look how picturesque it is round here. Look at that for a view of Lancaster. How nice is that? And as we walk round this way, I'm trying to get us round to where the courts and the big church and things are, which are up this way. Wow, this wall looks even bigger from this side. But I believe it's about, well, I don't know how high. I know it's the highest prison wall in Britain, because it's the only prison in Britain that was always a castle. People think Armley was a castle, but it's not. Never has been. Were built as a prison to house 900. At one point, it had 1,700 in. That's when they refused any more prisoners over 900. Oh God. I'm hoping this is not closed up round here as well. Yeah, looks like they're doing repairs. Yeah, doing it up, doing all repairs up, but I'll get a good view of it. And oops, I don't want to film anybody's kids. Try not to film anybody's kids. It's all right, love. I'm trying hard not to film anybody's kids. Yes, and this is around the other side. But as you can see, there's all this new work going off. I'll try and get back a bit so you can see a bit more of it. I've come at the wrong time when half the building's covered over and we can't get in. Yeah, fascinating place. This is where all the courts are. What sizes? Let me see what this sign says. Oh, because of COVID-19. Yeah, can't get in certain places because of COVID-19. But they do tours. They do tours. And they'll get back to that because... And this is a beautiful church here. I can't film over there though because there's a wedding going on. And I'm presuming there's the side of this wall here, up there, a BA wing. And we're coming back round. Wow, it's massive, massive. As you can see, there's the bottom. And look how far to the top it is. Wow. Highest prison wall in Britain. That's why they had Sinclair trial here. As I've said, headless, handless corpse trial. But I'm proud to say, even if I couldn't get on C wing or A wing, I managed to film from inside. And it's been great seeing it from this side of the wall instead of inside. We're coming back round now. Just look at that view of Lancaster. I'll try and zoom. No, I can't. I dare touch it. 23 minutes. I think that's going to have to do for this video because I've got all the way around, and as you can see, I can't get into a lot of it because of COVID-19. But I've done what I came to do, and do first prison audit by a prison auditor to do both inside and outside of the prison. I got a bit of interaction of one of the guides in there who acknowledged what I was saying, and I think that will do for this video.